as the National Institute of Urban Affairs steps into its 50th year, I think it's very important for us to strengthen our collaborations. We are already working with all the states and urban union territories. We have collaborations through the National Urban Digital Mission. We have through which we are trying to reach administration to the smallest unit of the cities and towns. We are also having the River Cities Alliance, an alliance where of around 150 cities. The Climate Cities Alliance, we have the Hill Cities Forum. So we are trying to strengthen these forums, and so that there is lot of peer learning among cities, not only within the country but also in our neighboring countries with Nepal, Bhutan and others. And it's very important to have the learnings from the shallow aquifer management under the Amrut 2.0. We are working with our ministry on capacity building. We recently signed an MOU with the Mission Karam Yogi, MIUA and NIUA, so that the technical courses could be strengthened. So the Team India, which is working towards Viksit Bharat, can be strengthened, and it's very important for the learnings which are being created in different parts of the country gets diffused to each and every small town. We have around 10,000 odd towns and cities, 5,200 urban local bodies, and at least another 5,000 census towns. So it's very important for the city managers to be trained, to be capacitated towards strengthening our cities as we get along our journey towards Viksit Bharat. And NIUA's role is very important, very critical in that direction, because we are connected to each and every city, each and every state. We are working on the planning, we are working on river-centric development, we are working on preparation of urban-rural synergies, we are working on urban river management plans, climate action plans. Solid waste is one of the major areas where NIUA is working with different cities, trying to really help cities demonstrate the best practices and how the neighboring cities can learn in the same region, so that the learnings are more help as lighthouses for different cities. And through the programs of Cities 2.0, we are again trying to promote circularity across the country. So that is one very important area. And as many of you may be aware, the Urban Challenge Fund is trying to make our nation Atmanirbhar, basically in the urban sector, because until and unless our urban local bodies become self-reliant, become more anti-fragile, I think I think it's very important to have a robust financing mechanism to boost urban infrastructure, which will again help in creating a basic level for cities to become more self-reliant. So we are working with our ministry in that direction, and very soon, I think we have already signed an MOU, and we will be working very closely with MIUA. Rather, we are part of the team which is going to help cities and towns in formulating guidelines and the projects towards the Urban Challenge Fund. The simple thought of Viksit Bharat has really re-engineered the way we are thinking about urbanization in the country, the way it's throwing up opportunities. And in that direction, the Urban Challenge Fund was announced in the last budget, The guidelines have been launched in last week, and the HUDCO regional offices are being repurposed to capacitate officials in understanding how to work on the UCF, how to engage with cities, the private players, and bring about a very climate sensitive financial space among urban local bodies. And also data driven governance. Data is very important. So the ICCCs which have been created under the smart cities mission, those are also being repurposed to use AI ML for more of predictive analysis to happen, so that whatever urban infrastructure is being created in the years to come happens in a more integrated manner, which is more proactive in nature, and which can really help India move towards our vision of Viksit Bharat in the years to come. The National Institute of Urban Affairs is really honored to host the National Urban Conclave for the first time in the country, along with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India. The conclave really brought together international experts, domain experts, policymakers, practitioners, students, people from the community, the Jal Sathis, the Jal Sakhis from different states, the people working in the field, the private sector, and it was really a commendable, I won't call it an event, but a deliberative space where each and every stakeholder had a space to voice their opinion and also lay down a strategy for more inclusive, more sustainable development of the country in the years to come. During the National Urban Conclave, Sri Manohar Lal ji, our Honorable Minister, and Sri Srinivas ji, Secretary Mahua, they launched the Team Urban, and as well as the Center for Public Policy on Housing and Habitat at NIUA. I think this is a very important initiative towards Viksit Bharat, how we build resilient and sustainable cities, because through this center we are trying to bring research, practice, and also the community together. So whatever research is happening across the country would be coming to a common platform. So for more of peer learning between institutes, between the centers of excellence, we have the Amrut COEs and the centers of excellence set up by Mahua, and the regional centers of capacity building, the RCUES in different states. So how do we converge so that the learnings from various research institutes can feed into policy in a positive manner? So there is a lot of things happening in the urban sector, but very few people, very few practitioners are really informed. So this is one space through which we are trying to really create a more robust and inclusive interactive research space, as well as talk to people who matter to the city. So it's very important for the private sector, the policymakers, and the research community and industry to come together to deliberate on the strategies which we would like to really adopt internationally from our good practices, and also from the domestic learnings which we have gathered over the last 20 plus years, and how we could really instill these learnings in our with our city managers, so that as we get along the road to Viksit Bharat, things are more things are done in a more sustainable manner. We create anti-fragility in our community and also adopt a whole of government approach. So we need to really work as a team urban, as has been discussed during the National Urban Conclave, and this is the National Urban Conclave which really set the path for Viksit Bharat. I think we will have a conclave every year. This year also we have already started working in that direction, and it would be important to have all stakeholders coming together to deliberate upon the strategies, the vision for Viksit Bharat, and take the community, the youngsters, the civil engineers together, so that whatever we do happens in a more resilient and sustainable manner for the betterment of our planet. I would urge all the stakeholders in the urban sector to come together, to work together for the next 2 decades, so that our strengths are united and we work in a more integrated and coordinated manner, so that whatever we do becomes more of a transformative change. Because if we are really aiming 2047 as the year to become Viksit Bharat, I think we need to work in a more strategic manner. All the stakeholders, be it the private sector, the practitioners, the people on the ground, the community, need to have a common vision of inclusivity, of becoming more resilient, and also to make our planet more sustainable. So it's important for all of us to really have a common vision, to collaborate, and we need to start working now. We cannot wait any long to really work towards a common goal of making our country more robust, more resilient, and more sustainable. Thank you. My message to the students of urban planning, architecture, engineers, as well as those from various domains of social science, would be to understand the framework of urbanization, the roadmap towards sustainable and resilient urban futures, and how we can learn from the good practices that we have in our cities, in our towns, in our communities, and strengthen those and really inform each other and work as a collaborative urban team, so that the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister of India achieving Viksit Bharat by 2047 gets materialized sooner, and we are able to become a resilient and a sustainable country